Salutations, wrestling fans. Welcome to another edition of CCW Surge, your recap and review show for everything going on in Continental Championship Wrestling. I'm your ringside pitchman, Donnie Harris Jr., and as you may well be aware, January 22nd, Stampede 31 going down in the Eagle View Academy in Jacksonville, Florida. And the highlight of that event is a 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal, where the winner will go on to face Darian Drummond for the World Heavyweight title in the main event of Stampede 31. Now, since the event was announced, a lot of competitors have went and signed their name on the dotted line, each man hoping to win the Battle Royal and get that fast track to a world title shot. Well, at this time, we have some of the competitors confirmed for the Battle Royal, so let's go to them right now to see what they have to say about entering this 20-man over-the-top rope Battle Royal.
Take these words as my official announcement that I'm entering the CCW World Championship 20-man over-the-top rope Battle Royal. I know there are skeptics out there that don't think that I have a chance in hell, that it would be super unbelievable that I won. But I know I've got the fans behind me. I've got the fans supporting me, and with their support, I'm gonna win, and I will take home the gold. Mikey, 2 belts.
Violent gentleman here. I'm actually glad to be in front of a CCW camera because they've been ignoring my calls, my texts, and my emails since that farce of a match against Wild Thing Mike Anthony. When my right shoulder was up, the other camera caught it, and yet that pissant of a referee still counted a free. So again, I'm on pin. That match didn't count. I don't care who's got the title around their waist. However, Stampede's coming up. These hands that are attached to my body have put people on their back. These hands have put people on the mat for the 3 count. I've knocked people out in the streets. Everywhere I go, these hands are lethal weapons. Now these hands are not going to be leaving empty at Stampede. Whether I've got to win the 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal, go on to face Darian Drummond and take the title that he's stolen several times from my brothers in the Diamond Exchange, or if I got to put Bryce Max on his back. I've already mentioned that I was looking for him. He mentioned he wanted to sit down and do business with me. I brought him a chair to do so with. So here we are, Stampede, January 22nd, 2022. The Violent Gentleman is leaving with gold, one way or another. Cheers.
January 22nd, right here in Jacksonville, Florida, we have CCW's Stampede. We're starting off with a big old battle royal. The winner of that gets to go have a chance for the CCW World Heavyweight Championship. We know I'm already the Southern States champion. Now we got a chance of seeing Bryce 2 belts. On top of that, I got to defend my belt against Miles Blackwell. We have some personal business to deal with, and I promise you, I'm going to take care of it. I just want to see y'all there.
My name is Sean Reddy, and most of you guys already know who I am. I had a rocky start here in CCW, but those days are long gone behind me. I'm looking towards the future, and the future is right over there in that ring. January 22nd, I'm going to be in there with 19 other people, and when I win that Battle Royal, I'm going to be going off to face Darian Drummond, and best believe you better be ready for me.
January 22nd, Stampede Battle Royal. History will be made again. Now, I could talk about how I'm a former 2-time winner. I can talk about how the Diamond Exchange is going to clean house and win the Battle Royal, but let's face facts. The Diamond Exchange may finish the Battle Royal, but Daniel Anderson is going to win the Battle Royal. I am going to make history on January 22nd in Jacksonville, Florida, and be a 3-time Stampede winner and a 4-time World Heavyweight Champion.
Stampede 31, January 22nd, right here in Duval County. My first Stampede was my rookie Stampede. I didn't know what I was getting into. Now that I've injected a little bit of CB attitude right here at Continental Championship Wrestling, I'm ready for it. And it doesn't even matter who's going to be in the match, because I'm getting the biggest pop of the night. I'll see you, Darian, in the main event.
January 22nd, CCW Stampede 2022. Stampede, it's one of my favorite events of the year. Not only because you have a chance at so much, a changing your whole career just in one night. It starts out with the CCW Stampede Battle Royal, the headline of the whole entire show. 20 men in that ring, getting dumped out left and right. The last one, standing the last one at the top of the mountain, wins $10,000 in a CCW World Championship title match later that night. That's big on its own, but this night, something bigger is going to happen. Something bigger for myself, something bigger for the fans, the CCW as a company. Something big is going to happen. You know, Chris, I'm talking to you straight because you don't want to exactly answer any of my phone calls, texts. You know, ever since we were in the same arena in their taping at our studio, I haven't heard from you since. You know, that was the first time we actually had been in that same room. First time we were able to actually talk and discuss what was going on. And somehow you still couldn't give me an answer. You couldn't give me an answer, and you just decided to push it away. Just so one of your foes of Cobra Singh could come by and help you out for the support. Chris, your whole entire career you talking about respect and loyalty and working hard for what you believe in. And now you're doing just the opposite. You decide to ruin my career, ruin my life, and I can't even get a straight answer from you. So I want to let you know one thing. January 22nd in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm going to do all my talking in the ring because I'm coming for you that night.
A lot of fierce competitive fire coming from the members of the CCW roster, each man wanting to win that battle royal and go on to face Darian Drummond in the main event. And ladies and gentlemen, just double checking my notes right here, that is not the only thing that we have scheduled for Stampede 31. We also have the 2021 year-end awards. You can log on now to ccwrestling.biz and vote for your favorites in each and every category. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to our match of the week as Cecil Andrews versus the new breed, Landon Crew, in a one-on-one matchup. Each man was wanting to get a victory over the other and hopefully get back in line for a title shot against World Heavyweight Champion Darian Drummond. And well, as you're going to see, victory was not exactly what happened for either man. But let's just go back so you can see what went down with your own.
Introducing first, representing the Diamond Exchange, please welcome a former two-time World Heavyweight Champion, Cecil Andrews. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now present to you Cecil Andrews. And Cecil's opponent, about to make his way to the ring. Hailing from Tampa, Florida, he is a three-time former CCW World Heavyweight Champion, Stampede World Studios. I give to you a new breed, Landon Crew. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now present to you a new breed, Landon Crew.
All right, Jimmy, here we go. Another main event matchup, if you will. Landon Crew taking on Cecil Andrews, a match we have seen many times. Both competitors know each other very well, have fought each other for titles, over personal feuds, and they're ready to go at it once again.
This is 2/3 of the WrestleBash 30 main event, both multiple-time world champions, and right now it looks like we're having a test of strength early moments in this match, but no, backing away. These two men know each other so well. You have to wonder what kind of moves they're going to be able to pull out to surprise the other and pick up a victory here as they try to reestablish themselves in the championship scene.
Well, both men would like to hold the title. Cecil Andrew's been a little bit more vocal about it. Landon Cruz's mind is clouded with his thoughts on Chris Turner, and that can be to Cecil's advantage because if Landon Cruz's mind is elsewhere, he can't concentrate on this matchup.
But it looks like that right now is not at the top of Cruz's mind as he's able to float around, but Andrew's punishing that shoulder. Cruz floats through and gains the quick advantage. These two trading back and forth, seesaw battle, quick pin. Standoff right now. As we've said before, these two men know each other so well. You have to think 2, 3, 4 steps ahead at this point to try to surprise the other person.
Well, you'll notice every time Cecil Andrew throws a move or a hold, Landon Cruz knows exactly how to get out of it. Both men have read each other's books by heart several times. Heck, they could write a book report on each other at this point.
And one of the go-to tactics of Cecil Andrews is getting out of the ring when things start getting too difficult, and he does that right now to try to gain some space between himself and Landon Cruz.
But they don't want me to. Let's make some noise. Come on.
Landon, always a crowd favorite, a real good guy all around. Despite what Chris Turner has done to him, he has not shown any type of anger outside of just indignation at what Turner did.
Beautiful drop kick there by Landon Cruz. Going for the pin. No, I think that was too early in the matchup to put somebody the caliber of Cecil Andrews away.
Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, I stand corrected. Landon Cruz's mind is solely on his opponent. He has blacked out Chris Turner at this moment, trying to get a win over Cecil Andrews and perhaps get back in that hunt for the World Heavyweight title, currently held by Darian Drummond at this time.
Whoa, look at that athleticism and agility by Landon Cruz. But unable to power Cecil Andrews up and over, who hits a devastating swinging net breaker.
Landon Cruz trying to lift Cecil Andrews with one arm. You're not going to do that. Cecil Andrews got a few pounds over on Landon. You're going to need all the strength you can if you're going to lift a man like Cecil up.
And driving all that weight, all that into the neck of Landon Cruz, who's struggling to breathe there against the ropes.
Well, Jimmy, as I've said many times, if a man can't breathe, he can't fight.
Oh! Yeah, that's a move we see often in professional wrestling. It doesn't always get the results that you're asking for, but right there, Cecil Andrews able to hit a trip off the ropes on Landon Cruz.
Yeah, and then just showing a little bit of disrespect there, kicking dust over on the new breed Landon Cruz, kind of saying in his own way, hey, I'm going to bury you.
And of course, it was Cecil Andrews who captured the championship at WrestleBash following the actions of Chris Turner from Landon Cruz, using that 2021 Rule of the Ring policy.
Yeah, and then the moment Landon Cruz beat Cecil Andrews for the title, beat Darian Drummond for the title, Cecil Andrews cashed in that policy and beat Landon for it.
And right now hoping to continue that trend and beat Landon Cruz once again as he drapes him right back over the ropes. This is an effective strategy by Cecil Andrews. Well, he could have bad intentions right now as he runs and... Oh my God!
Jesus.
Brutal. Kick to the face may have just knocked Landon Cruz slap out.
Cecil Andrews taking a moment there to pose for the crowd. They didn't seem too thrilled about it.
I don't think Landon Cruz is too thrilled about it either. The only one who is Cecil Andrews.
Picking him up.
Oh! Able to reverse his fortunes. Landon Cruz going off the ropes. But with a vicious spine breaker, sending him straight through the mat. This might be it. Cecil Andrews could be back. No. But since Cecil Andrews might have his #1 contendership back here for the heavyweight championship, but Landon Cruz showing some resilience, kicking out of that vicious move.
Yes, Landon Cruz takes a lot to put this man away. Oh, Landon Cruz saying shoot. Just the viciousness of Cecil Andrews stomping on that hand of the new breed.
New breed reversing it, sending Andrews up and over the top rope.
Cecil Andrews being a bit more athletic than you think a big man like him would be.
Yeah, he is deceptively strong, deceptively fast, and athletic, and using that, all three of those, with the clothesline to neutralize the offense of Landon Cruz. Landon Crew's trying to use the ropes to regain his balance here, but Cecil Andrews is not giving him the opportunity to. Sending him straight back into the other corner, floats up and over, going back off the ropes, misses with the back forearm, misses with the clothesline. Cecil Andrews taking down with a forearm by Landon Crew, and another.
And this is where that weight advantage comes back to bite him. The new breed, being the lighter man, can gain up some speed and dance around.
Flying with a
And not an
back elbow.
offense just like that on Cecil Andrews. Going for the pin right now, wasting no time.
That would have been a big victory in his first match back since WrestleBash 30, knocking off a two-time former champion in Cecil Andrews. But we see him now just taking it to the mat. He is an accomplished mat wrestler as he is. He's really an all-around five-tool player as Landon Crew, and we see him showing off a bit of that ground game right now.
And this type of maneuver, this type of hold is very good, Jimmy. It allows you to catch your breath and at the same time just grind in on the man that's at your mercy. But Cecil Andrews trying to power out of it just a little bit. Now both men back to their feet.
With a thumb to the eye. Ow! Changes the complexion of this match.
How many times are people going to poke each other in the eye in this company?
Oh my God! That was like a car crash. Cecil Andrews catching Landon Crew and just driving him straight to the mat with a brutal German suplex.
I don't know who that hurt more. Referee starting to make the count. If he goes to 10, it'll be a double count out, and neither man will have a victory column win.
Oh, but look who it is. With both men down, it's the champion coming out to run his mouth. Darian Drummond has defeated Cecil Andrews for this championship. He has walked out and carried this championship for the better part of a year. And right now it looks like he's trying to get a closer look at this contest between two men who are fighting and vying for that championship that he's holding.
Cecil Andrews and Landon Crew fighting here in the middle. They've got a new person watching, the world champion, Darian Drummond. And what better way to scout out the man that might challenge you for the title if by sitting ringside and watching his moves.
Looks like two Rams just battering horns right now as these two just shoulder block and exchange forearms and shots right now. These two, as we've said before, know each other so well, know what each other's capable of, and they're taking each other to their absolute limit.
Strategy and planning is thrown out. Both men are just striking blows, exchanging blows, seeing what the other one has.
Now exchanging chops in the center of the ring. As we can hear that just ricochet off the walls here at Stomping Ground Studios. What can Cecil Andrews have in mind here? Landon Crew going for a cruise control? No. We've seen this is how Cecil Andrews won the tournament, or won the championship. Oh, they may have just knocked each other out with those boots to the head.
Both men have taken each other to the limit. Darian Drummond putting down his belt and going in.
Oh, what in the world is Darian Drummond doing? Darian Drummond, and here's Shooter McGee to come to his Diamond Exchange partner.
Referee just telling me it's a no contest.
We are having pure pandemonium right now here in Stomping Ground Studios. Everybody's
Sean Reddy came out. Chris Turner throwing some strikes on Landon Crew. Cobra Singh right behind him.
And here comes
Shooter
Sean
and Darian Drummond.
This honestly looks like what we could be seeing January 22nd at
WrestleBash.
January 22nd at Stampede. We'll have 20 men fighting over the top rope. It'll be chaos like we just see right here. Who knows what will happen? Whoever wins that Battle Royal will go on to face Darian Drummond in the main event. We don't know what's going on right now. This is
Jimmy, there's too much. This is pure chaos. I don't know what's going on. Each man going after another man. You see Chris Turner's working on Landon Crew. Miles Blackwell and Bryce Maddox are over there. A wild thing hitting up on Shooter McGee. Cody Knight in here.
Cody Knight taking it to the
Cody Knight taking some shots on the champion. Cecil Andrews just laying there like a slug.
Oh, and right now I think I have Darian Drummond's idea. Get out of that ring. This is just carnage going on right now. That's every man for himself, taking it to everybody else. And it's Darian Drummond right now, who holds the CCW Heavyweight Championship, who will go on to defend that at Stampede January 22nd right here in Jacksonville, Florida, against the winner of a 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal. And this is, I'm sure, a preview of just the insanity that we'll see. January 22nd, Stampede 31, right here in Jacksonville, Florida.
Darian Drummond doing the smart thing. He has nothing to prove. The Stampede Battle Royal does not concern him. So just piecing out early, holding the belt aloft over his head. This is a fight between all the others in the locker room. It doesn't involve him.
Well, look at the standoff we have right now in the ring. Landon Crew, Mike Anthony, Cody Knight, and Bryce Maddox. Will one of these four men be the one who goes on to face Darian Drummond? We'll have to wait till January 22nd for Stampede 31.
Y'all not gonna take this from me.
Darian Drummond telling everyone here they are not going to take the belt from him.
Y'all best be prepared. Be prepared. January 22nd. Y'all walking out empty-handed.
A show of camaraderie between Bryce Maddox, Landon Crew, Cody Knight, and Mike Anthony. These four men are the pillars of CCW's best in-ring competitors.
Here we are in that home stretch, the Stampede 2022, and everybody is still talking. I'm gonna win the Stampede Battle Royal. I'm gonna win the Stampede Battle Royal. I'm gonna win. And they all want that shot at the end of the night for this right here. And to every single one of y'all in the Battle Royal, all 20 of you, get a good look. Reach up right now, because that's as close as you're gonna get. Because Stampede 2022 is gonna end the same way as 2021, where I walked out with this prize right here, the CCW World Heavyweight Championship. So y'all can fight in that Battle Royal. Tire yourselves out all you want, because it ain't gonna make a difference. You're gonna be set up to be victimized by me. And I'm gonna walk out still your two-time CCW World Heavyweight Championship. Go train up. Bring that lamb to the slaughter.
And there you saw it, ladies and gentlemen. The match between Cecil Andrews and Landon Crew broke down into an all-out brawl between most of the members of the CCW locker room. A pretty good precursor to what you will see in the 20-man Battle Royal. Speaking of the Battle Royal, at this time, let's go to my broadcast partner, Jimmy Rosendorf, who's going to explain the rules of the 20-man Battle Royal. Let's go to Jimmy right now.
CCW Stampede 31 taking place January 22nd right here in Jacksonville, Florida at the Eagles View Academy. And of course, the cornerstone match is the Stampede Battle Royal, and this is how it works. 20 men will enter this ring. Once the 20th man enters, it will be an over-the-top rope battle royal, where you have to be thrown over the top rope and both feet touching the floor to be eliminated. The last wrestler standing in the ring will not only win $10,000, but will also earn a shot at CCW Heavyweight Champion Darian Drummond later that evening. This is not an event you want to miss. This will be an action-packed, jam-packed.
All right, I'm glad you're out here doing your job, explaining about the Battle Royal. First of all, why are we having it in Jacksonville, Florida? First of all, Jacksonville, Florida, when you do a show, let me teach CCW, let me teach you a lesson. You want a hot crowd. You want somebody that will blow the roof off. They don't do that in Jacksonville, Florida. Now, we're going to Eagles View Academy. The reason we're going here, let's tell the people, the baseball coach used to referee right here. He was horrible. And luckily, he went to baseball. Well, he's done that for a little while, and he's horrible at that. He can't coach, so that's probably when they gave him a school like where he's at. Christ Christian Academy beat them. That's how bad they are. When that school beats you, you know you're bad. But anyway, we'll get past that. So I'm going to be in the Battle Royal. So that means if I want to, I'd win it. If I win that, I don't get to face Landon Crew. So you know he'll be crying. So the point of it is, whatever I want to do, however I want to dictate it, is what's going to happen.
So show up and get your ringside seat and watch what I do. Because, you know, for years, CCW put Chris Turner to the back. You know, we have these things, and I drew the crowd over and over, and they just kept putting me to the back. You get all these little snot-nosed punks in here, kind of like the ones on our baseball team, in here, and they try to, let's make them into a star. They can't do it. So, come on out, see a battle royal, see the worst crowd in professional wrestling at Jacksonville, Florida, and why don't you get some clothes that is presentable? That's the first step to make this whole thing better. Anyway, I heard you out here talking. I had to add some class to it and tell everybody what they're getting if they come to the show. A bunch of Jacksonville rednecks in there, probably with their hands under their seats, not saying nothing, because the crowds are horrible in Jacksonville. I can't believe. Anyway, I'm not going to stay on that. Why don't you do your job, wrap this up, and yeah.
Well, I have to say that this shirt was a birthday present I was quite proud of until just now, and please don't let the thoughts of one Chris Turner cloud the overall thoughts of CCW. We're very excited to present Stampede 31 in Jacksonville, Florida, and we are so excited to have the great crowd at Eagles View Academy come on and cheer all the great CCW superstars.
Thank you, Jimmy. And ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of CCW, I would like to apologize for that interruption by one Turncoat Turner. His opinions are his own and do not reflect the views of Continental Championship Wrestling. We here in CCW thought that Mr. Bitzer was a fine referee, and he is a fine baseball coach as well. Speaking of baseball, the Stampede 31 will be going on to benefit the Eagle View Academy's baseball team. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have on this edition of CCW Surge. Be sure to check out our Facebook and our Instagram, and be sure to log on to our website, ccwrestling.biz, every Friday afternoon for a new episode of CCW Surge. For everyone here at Continental Championship Wrestling and Stomping Ground Studios, I'm your ringside pitchman, Donnie Harris Jr., and we'll see you next time.